Hello, I'm back again, diving into the Dark Age with Fogou models. This time I'm going to be taking a look at a selection of their dry stone buildings. So, revisiting Fogou and their Dark Age range. So this is another selection of buildings and additional accessories for your Dark Age tabletop. So first off we have a roundhouse. There is space for the door, although if you leave it off, that has some nice texture on it anyway. You can also see things like the lintel stone above the door. Stonework itself is beautiful, and the casting is exquisite. So there are small, very, very small, you might catch one there. I don't even know if that's going to show up on camera. Small air bubbles, very, very occasionally. I mean, they are rare, but on dry stone wall, I don't care. It's a stone. Inside is just roughly textured, like you would imagine, sort of a mud plaster on the inside of the wall just to keep out any gaps. And the thatch on top has been sculpted on for you. So very easy to get it on the tabletop in quick fashion. Size-wise, it is 105 millimeters, so 10.5 centimeters in the round, with an internal size of 92 mil, roughly. And then height-wise, you are looking at 8.5, so about 85 mil, a bit less maybe. But there is enough room to stand people up on the inside and don't have to worry about taking their heads off. That's the round. There's also a longhouse, again similar construction. So resin cast with a thatched top. Again, you can see the lintel stone there. And this one is 65 mil by 115 mil. And the internals are 102 by 53. So again, plenty of room. You get half a dozen Vikings in there, hiding from the elements. Again, similar height. The wall itself is 30 mil tall, with another, I'm going to say 30 to 40 for the roof. Yeah, but 60, 65 at its highest point, I would say. And again, also has a space for a door on the front. All of the castings are very good. It's a nice rugged but lightweight resin as well. So you can game with it without worrying about taking lumps out of it. One of my favorite things Fogou do are the incidentals. So the pieces that you may not think about but add something when you're building a village or a table. So there's a Beehive Oven. Just a very simple mud oven construction with the smoke hole at the top, and it's a nice little piece. But there are also other things like a stack of logs to go up against the side of your building, you know, get the winter store in, and even a little stone well, just a square dry stone wall, perfect for the British Isles specifically, the less wooded areas, so Scotland and the like, up in the hills where you've got the brocks and that sort of thing, because stone is a more natural resource. However, you may be able to see in there, there are actually wooden planks inside, and again, beautifully detailed and crisply cast. Apart from your water and fire supplies, you want something to eat or to bake in your oven, and there are two little Granary Sheds. These are perfect for Dark Age, so Anglo-Saxons and the like, up on stilts to keep them out of the damp and to keep critters away from them. Two different sizes as well, you'll notice. So one's slightly lower. They were built not to a kit, but based on what they had to hand. So wattle and daub construction with big chunky logs, some nice texture, should paint up a treat. And they are, where are we? About 65mm tall. And this one is around 45 wide. His friend 50mm wide, and a little squatter, though with a pointier roof, so he's actually a bit taller, weirdly. But things like that, the water well, you can dress your table, you can make a believable village. There's even a pigsty with a wooden sloped roof on the back of it, and a front little gate to stop your pigs escaping. And that is the sort of thing I love Fogou for. The construction is beautiful, the attention to detail, the infill in the walls is all there. It makes a gaming table really come to life when you see not just two buildings set down, but two buildings with a log store, with an oven, with trees that have been cleaned nearby, grain silos. All of that makes it a more believable tabletop. And when you're playing historical games in particular, it's nice to have all of those things. And when you're playing any sort of skirmish game, they're not just believable, but they also become part of the game itself, and can make for a more interesting game, either using things in the scenario like a cattle raid, stealing the pigs, stealing the grain, whatever happens to be, or just using them as cover when you're moving through. So there we are. That's some of Fogou's Dark Age terrain. By no means is it all of it. So there we have it, a gorgeous selection of buildings for every style, shape and taste, and that doesn't include things like their ruins, their Skellig Michael beehive huts that are in the range already. So there's a whole wealth. If you're planning on doing Dark Age, Irish, Scots, Picts, all nailed on for those. Obviously Vikings around the Orkneys, Shetlands, that sort of thing, or indeed your fantasy games. A dry stone hut or a dry stone wall will do the job equally well anywhere. Let me know what you think of Fogou below. Until next time, folks, bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.